Let us begin Chapter 4, Sections 3 and 5. Problem number 1, solve each system of equations by the addition method. Problem number 1, you have 4x plus y equals negative 13. And 6x minus 3y equals negative 15. Let's multiply the first equation by 3 so we can cancel our y's. So multiplying 3 to each of these terms, we have 12x plus 3y is equal to negative 39. And now let's combine that with a second equation, which means our y's cancel. So now let's add the remainder. 6x plus 12x is 18x. Negative 15 minus 39 is negative 54. Dividing both sides by 18, we have negative 54 divided by 18, which is negative 3. And then we substitute this negative 3 into the x, either into the first or the second equation. Let's substitute it into the first equation. 4x plus y equals negative 13. So we substitute negative 3 into the x. So we have 4 times negative 3 plus y is equal to negative 13. Negative 12 plus y is equal to negative 13. Combining like terms, we add 12 to both sides. So we have y is equal to negative 1. So our solution is negative 3, negative 1, and that is the point of intersection. Problem number 2. Let's line these y's and these x's before we can solve them. So the first equation, we have 10x plus 3y equals negative 12. But let's add the 4y to the other side so we can line up our variables. So we have 5x plus 4y equals negative 16. Okay, now they're lined up. So now let us cancel our variables. I want to multiply the second equation by negative 2. So that way the x's can cancel. So I have negative 10x minus 8y is equal to negative 2 times 16 is 32. Now let's combine it to the first equation. And this cancels our x's. We have negative 8 plus 3, which is negative 5y. 30 minus 12 is 20. Divide both sides by negative 5. Y is equal to negative 4. And we substitute the negative 4 into the y. We can substitute it into the second equation. We have 5x equals negative 4 times y, which is negative 4 minus 16. 5x equals negative 4 times negative 4 is 16 minus 16. 5x equals 0. Y by 5, we have x is equal to 0. Therefore, our point of intersection, or our solution, same thing, is equal to 0, negative 4. And that is the solution for the second problem. Going to our third problem, we have 3 over 2x plus 4y equals 1. And then 9x plus 24 equals 5. Let's first get rid of this fraction by multiplying the first equation by 6. So we have 3 over 2x plus 4y is equal to 1. So if we multiply the whole equation actually by negative 6, that way we can cancel our x's. We have negative 6 times 3 divided by 2. Negative 18 divided by 2 is negative 9x. Negative 6 times 4 is negative 24y is equal to negative 6. Now let's add it to the second equation. Noticing here our x's cancel, and also our y's. And we're left with 0 is equal to -1, which is false. Therefore, we have no solution. In other words, we have parallel lines that do not intersect. And the last problem from number 1, we have decimals. So let us cancel the x's by multiplying the first equation by 5. So negative 2.5x minus 6.5y is equal to 47. So we have 0.5x minus 4.5y equals 37. So let's multiply the second equation by 5. That way we can cancel the x's. So let's multiply this by 5. 5 times 0.5 is equal to 2.5x. 5 times negative 4.5 is negative 22.5y. 5 times 37 is equal to 185. So now let's combine that with the first equation. And let's cancel our x's. So we have negative 22.5 minus 6.5, that is negative 29y. 185 plus 47 is equal to 232. And dividing both sides by negative 29, we have 232 divided by negative 29, which is negative 8. And if y is negative 8, let us substitute that value into the second equation and solve for y. So 0.5x minus 4.5 times negative 8 equals 37. 0.5x, again 4.5 times negative 8 is 36. Equals 37. Combining like terms, let's subtract 36 from both sides. We have 0.5x is equal to 1. Divide by 0.5. X is equal to 2. 1 divided by 0.5 is 2. Therefore, our solution is 2 and negative 8. And that is our point of intersection. Let's look at these word problems now. Problem number 2. 2 music CDs and 4 music cassettes cost $40. However, 3 music CDs and 5 cassette tapes cost $55. Let us define our variables. Let us call C our CDs, and let us call T our cassettes tapes. Now let's translate our words. We have 2 music CDs plus 4 cassette tapes, total $40. And the second equation, we have 3 music CDs plus 5 cassette tapes is equal to $55. Okay, now here we have a system of equations. So let us solve by elimination. So we have to cancel our C's by multiplying the first equation by 3 and the second equation by -2. So let us cancel our C's by doing that. We have 6C plus 12T is equal to 120 negative 6c, negative 2 times 5 is negative 10t, is equal to negative 110. Again, that's negative 2 times 55 is negative 110. So here this cancels our c's. 12t minus 10t is 2t, is equal to 120 minus 110 is 10. T is equal to 5. So therefore we need 5 cassette tapes. Plugging the 5 back into the system, we have 2c plus 4t is equal to 40. So let us substitute 5 into the t. We have 2c plus 4 times 5 is equal to 40. 2c plus 20 is equal to 40. Combining like terms, we have 2c is equal to 20. Divide that by 2. Therefore, c is equal to 10. Therefore, we need 10 CDs and 5 cassette tapes. Problem number 3. According to the MUT CD, the sign must have a perimeter of 60 inches. Also, its length must be 6 inches longer than its width. Find the dimensions of the sign. Let us define our variables. So let us x equal to the width, and let y equal to the length. And we know the perimeter is equal to 2L plus 2W. So here we have the perimeter is equal to 60 inches. So we have 60 is equal to 2x plus 2y. And the length must be 6 inches longer than the width. So the length is equal to 6 inches longer than the width. And now let's use the substitution method. Let's substitute this equation into my y in my first equation. So we have 60 is equal to 2x plus 2 times y, and y is 6 plus x. So 60 is equal to 2x plus 12 plus 2x. Therefore, let us combine like terms. 60 is equal to 4x plus 12. Let's subtract 12 from both sides. 60 minus 12 is 48, is equal to 4x. Divide by 4. X is equal to 12. And if x is equal to 12, that is our width. Our length is equal to 6 plus 12, which is equal to 18. So therefore, our length is 18 and our width is 12. Number 4, the total of two numbers is 16. The first number plus 2 more than 3 times the second number is 18. So if we let x equals the first number, we have two numbers that total 16. And the first number plus 2 more than 3 times the second number is equal to 18. So now let us combine like terms. And here we can and subtract 2 from both sides. So we have x plus 3y is equal to 16. And now let's solve the system by elimination, which means I want to cancel the x's. To cancel the x's, I need to multiply the first equation by -1, which leaves me negative x minus 3y is equal to negative 16. And now combining like terms here, my x's cancel. Negative 3y plus y is negative 2y is equal to 0. Therefore, y is equal to 0. Substituting the 0 into my equation, I have x plus 0 equals 16. Therefore, x is equal to 16. And that is my solution, 16, 0. And that completes our chapter 4, sections 3 and 5.